Good gardening evening, family and friends. I installed my nuke of bees on Saturday, April 24th, 2021. The next day, I decided to actually do an inspection because when I installed my bees, I actually had a bee get inside my suit and sting me in the eyelid. So, needless to say, at that point, I had only put one frame into the hive box, and I decided I was going to get the frames in as quickly as possible, and I was not going to worry about doing an inspection because be honest with you, I was more concerned to see if my eye was swelling. So Sunday, I went in around noon to get into the hive box, and as you can probably tell, my smoker and I were having issues. I got the smoker lit, it was going wonderfully well. I got 20 yards away, which is where my hive box is, and it simply stopped working. And so I lit it again, and I had it going great. I got to the hive box, and it stopped working again. And then I tried a third time, and again, it stopped working, and the bees were laughing at me. I could hear their chuckles across the yard, and I decided, well, I will get whatever little bit of smoke might be coming out of this smoker into the box. And as you can see, the bees just laughed at me again, and I decided I'm just going to dive into this. As you can see, there's quite a few bees on top, and I tried yet one more time with the smoker, and to no avail. Um, Again, the bees still laughing at me and even landing on the smoker near where the smoke should be coming out. But at least I have good technique, even though there's no smoke coming out. Um, I'm going to practice with the smoker, lighting the smoker and getting it going this next weekend, and I'm going to do another inspection this weekend. I did notice that there was some burr comb on the top of these frames. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the far right frame out, and then I'm going to get myself some room, and then I'm going to actually look at the frames, and I'm going to get rid of the burr comb. So this is where I'm trying to get the frame out a little bit. I've been having problems with arthritis in my hands, and one of the things that I noticed is these frames are heavier than I thought they would be. Looks are one thing, reality is another, and so after I scrape off this burr comb here at the top, what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually use a little lifter hive tool thingy so that I can really get my hands to grip it as much as I needed to actually pull the frame out. It looks like the box is moving, but it's actually the camera. So here's my little tool, and I'm going to pull these out so that you can see what's on them. Of course, there's bees, there's capped honey, capped brood, perhaps some pollen. That looks like a nice frame. I never did physically find the queen, and here you can tell I'm removing them rather quickly because I can't hold them with my hands as much as I would really like to. And these frames are stuck together with propolis, and they were that way the day before, and I actually moved 2 frames at a time after getting stung so that I could finish the job and then get to looking at my eye. This frame was kind of stuck, which surprised me that they would so quickly actually kind of glue these frames together, but it was kind of stuck. And that made them mad right there because my little tool slipped and oopsie, they got really mad. And the ones that were capable of flying came up like a storm. So here we go with frame number 2 of the nuke. And as you can see, it's got lots and lots of bees on it. Lots and lots of bees on the other side. Not a lot of stuff capped. Now here we go to frame 3. Frame 3 had some burr comb on it as well that I was going to get off the frame before I removed it. I was trying not to hurt any of the little bees. I don't know, perhaps some of you beekeepers can tell me, do you actually hurt bees when you inspect the hive? But maybe it was just because I didn't get the smoker to work right. And there goes the burr comb that I'm removing. Lots and lots of burr comb on that particular frame. And next time I'm going to concentrate on removing the burr comb without it falling into the hive box. That would be a problem. So here goes the middle frame, and as you can see, it's got a lot of cells that are capped, and it's got some stuff at the bottom past the frame. Again, a lot of capped cells. Here we go with number 4. This is the 4th one in the nuke. This would be kind of that surrounding the middle frame that we just pulled out and checked. And frames 4 and 5 that I'm pulling out here were also stuck together by propolis, and I did not remove that when I installed it, again because of that lovely sting on the eyelid. So here we go. You can see this one doesn't have much comb drawn out at all. Some interesting comb being drawn there. This was kind of the one that had the least comb on it at all. And then the last frame, the one furthest out, you see comb on this one definitely, and some capped cells. Again, I never did find queen. And once the inspection was over, I needed to get these frames back together closer to each other so that I could put the 10th frame back in the box. And I'm always afraid I'm going to smush the bees. I was trying to do this very gently. And then I put my last one back in the box. And for some reason, I can get this inner cover on fairly well. Although, again, I didn't want to smush my bees, so I was trying to be very careful about it. You can see how many of them are in the air. There's one I was trying to help out of the way. And then, every time when I put the top cover on, I can never seem to get it on straight. It's like I'll get it on, I think it's on completely, I'll think it's right, and then I move away from it and I can see that it's just not fitting correctly, and I have to come back to it. So even though I adjusted it a little bit here, it still wasn't on correctly. So I had to come back later and adjust it again. That's my bee inspection. Have a wonderful week full of bountiful blossoms and blessings.